presentation is The Heartbeat of Taipei, exploring the neon streets of Ximending. Located in Wanhua District, Taipei City, Ximending is the most vibrant district and commercial place in Taipei. Ximending is called Harajuku of Taipei. And why? Next. First, due to Japanese influence, the area is designed as Japanese style during Japanese colonial era shaped style and layouts. Second, due to youth trends, Ximending is a hot trendy for youth trends, pop culture, and cosplay in Taipei. Last, due to vibrancy, Ximending is a colorful district popular with both locals and tourists. It's centered around a pedestrian zone. It combines historical sites such as the Ximending Red House, cinemas, street performances, the American-style graffiti on the American streets, and the food and dizing array of food stalls, making it a must-visit destination for young people and international tourists. It's Ximending Red House. Located in Ximending, Ximending Red House was built in 1908. It's Taiwan's oldest building and most complete municipal history market. Having transformed from market and theater, it's become the youth culture representative culture platform. Arts and performance space, and weekend creative markets. Wannan Building since the 1970s. Wannan Building has been a center of youth trends. Many youthful people like to just get there. Why? Because the building operates as a shop-in-shop model. Model toys, or clothing and perfumes, video games, or comics, even watches and jewelry, and the food in a basement. It is particularly famous for its model section on the fourth floor and the long-established restaurant on the B1 level. Street performance. Ximending is the most street performer hotspot in Taipei. There are pedestrians in a zone. Centered around a pedestrian zone in a exit 6 of MRT station, and the performances are diverse, including pop music, hip hop, dance performances, stunt shows, and usually attracting large crowds. If you have time, you are welcome to experience the unique culture of Ximending. Thank you for your attention.
My instructor is Alex Chung. Today I would like to present our research topic, tackling university students' English accent ideologies and speaking anxiety. First and possible solutions. Simply put, we want to know why students are afraid to speak English and how we can help them. Here is our agenda for today. First, we will talk about motivation and background. Second, we will explain some key terms. And third, we will show you our methodologies and our data research. And we will analyze existing platforms. After that, we will propose our new solutions using AI. And finally, conclusion and future prospects. Let's start our motivations. This research began with a simple observation from daily lives. Have you noticed that many Taiwanese people are obsessed with having a perfect British or American accents? We often ask ourselves, does having a distinct accent really mean your English is professional, or is this just a stereotype? This leads to a contradiction in reality. Taiwan spends a lot of money and research on English educations. However, students are still afraid to open their mouth. With observation that many Taiwanese university students choose to remain silent in class because they are terrified of making pronunciation errors. They are afraid of being judged. Now let's look at the background and problem. Taiwan is an EFL environment, English as a foreign language. However, our education system worships the ENL standard English as a native language. We treat native speakers like the only correct models. Because of this, students focus too much on imitating accents instead of communication content. We care more about how we sound than what we say. This creates a psychological barrier. Also, in Asian cultures, we care a lot about face. We call this internal scrutiny. We are afraid our classmates will laugh at us. That pressure turns into speaking anxiety. And that's my 4 key terms. Accent ideologies. Students believe regarding the correctness and positiveness of English accent, like American, British, with Taiwanese. And internal scrutiny. The psychological tendency amongst Taiwanese students to observe, judge, and correct each other's accent and grammar, leading to peer pressures. Speaking anxiety, a form of anxiety arising in English communication content due to the fear of negative environment. Language confidence, students self-efficacy regarding their ability to successfully perform English oral communication tests. Next, let's move on our methodology. To find out the truth, we focus on clearing students at our university. We design an online questionnaire using Google Form, and we successfully collected 107 valid responses. We measure their physical anxiety, their fear of losing face, and their willingness to communicate, which we will call WTC. So let's look at our finding. The data shows a very clear picture. First, students have higher physical anxieties. 45.8% of students say their heartbeat fast and their hands sweat when they are called to answer questions. 43% strongly fear making pronunciation error in front of others. Second, face culture is a huge problem. 43% agree that the fear of losing face is the main reason they avoid speaking. So their study is not because their English is bad, but because they want to protect their face. Our next finding is about their willingness to communicate. 37.4% of students say they would not to speak even if they knew the answers. And 39.3% actively avoid speaking just to escape negative evaluations. Finally, the accents left is still very strong. When asking if non-standard accent can still communicate effectivity. 45.8% choose neutral. This means many students are still driven by the ideas of a standard accent. Before we design our new solutions, we analyze existing platforms like Speak and Amazing Talkers. Speak is a great for pronunciation, but its shared red light scoring makes students feel frustrated. It makes them feel like the English is bad. Amazing Talker offers real human interactions, but if highly anxious students face a real native speaker, creates a huge social pressures and is expensive. To fix this problem, we propose our new solution, EcoSafe AI. Our core idea shifts from standardization to intelligibility. As long as people can understand you, your accent is bearable. EcoSafe AI has three core features. Number one, the variations AI tutors. It doesn't give you a red mark for a Taiwanese accent. If your meaning is clear, it gives you a green light and positive feedback. Number two, an anonymous peer buffer zone. Students can practice with others without showing their face and real names, so there are no anxieties. Number three, accent diversity training. We include accents from different countries to break the British and American math. We don't just need to practice communicating with Americans. The future workplace requires us to understand diverse accents, such as Singaporean and Indian English. To conclude, our students use 107 real data responses to prove that the standard accent math and peer pressures are a real reason for student silence. Particularly, we propose EcoSafe AI as a localized solution for Asian-based anxieties. Our core appeal is language is a bridge, and accent are chains of cultures. We want to make daring to make mistakes right for every student, and finally increase their willingness to communicate. And finally, here is our future prospect. In the future, we hope to add biometric feedback using smartwatch to detect heart rate and energize AI difficultly. We also want to build a big data speech database for Taiwanese learners to improve AI recognitions. That concludes my presentation. And that's my work scientist. Thank you for listening.